Well, it's fresh, but when you think back at the season, what are some of the things that come to your mind? What are some of your first thoughts about how your year went?
Yeah, I think it's obviously tough end of the year to recap all that in your head, but I think my year went pretty well, besides a little injury there, but I think I grew as a player. I love the team, great group of guys, probably one of the best teams I've ever played on in terms of the camaraderie in the room and just the way guys carried themselves. So yeah, it was a good season.
How tough was it to come back in the middle of the playoffs, and then especially obviously that series, Colorado was a very tough opponent, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, I was trying to come back for one regular season game before I could just jump right into playoff hockey, and obviously it was not in my cards, and it was tough, especially because Colorado's a fast and good team, and so it was a little bit of adjusting, but I was put back into the role I usually play, and I thought I handled it pretty well.
You obviously had the injury last year too, and now at the end of this season, where do you think your game is compared to where it was when last season was cut a little bit short?
Yeah, I think I got more consistent. That was the one thing I wanted to focus on, was consistency, and I think I did that this year. And right before I got hurt, I was playing really well, producing points, and just playing the 200-foot game like I like to play. And unfortunately, injuries happen, but I think that was one of the things.
Does it fuel you a little bit to know that you were basically at your best, and obviously you got better, but knowing that next year's going to be coming up quick enough, and kind of use that to kind of fuel your offseason a little bit?
For sure. That's why I want to come back here. I want to be around the guys, and I want to be around the staff here and work, because next year comes pretty quick, and there's nothing worse than just sitting and waiting around for it to come.
What are some of the things you like to do in the off season if you get a little downtime? What are some of the things you try to maybe do to take your mind off hockey a little bit?
Yeah, I've been here in LA for the past 2 summers now, and usually golf with the guys or beach days on the weekend. Those are the 2 things to get away from the game and still feel like it's summer, for sure.
I think we asked you this earlier this year, but beach chair or towel guy, and has that changed at all?
That will never change. I'm always a beach chair guy by far.
This year, obviously, compared to last year, so different. Did it seem like more of a normal year? And what was your relationship like with your coaching staff? Watching video, trying to break things down and get a little bit better, develop a little bit.
Yeah, it definitely felt more like a normal year, and this was my first year of playing more than 40-something games, like we did in college. So it felt good. I enjoyed it. Obviously, it's nice to have the fans back in the building too, and love the coaches. I think Hyder and CJ did an amazing job this year. Taught me a lot, and I learned a lot from them, for sure.
How about from the leadership group? So many guys on this team that were doing some pretty impressive things. Guys who have been around. What was it like to be around them on a daily basis? Try to learn from them.
Yeah, it was really cool to have guys like that here, like TJ, Furkey, Gonser, Sutz, and the list goes on. But I think one of the big things for me was being able to see like Sutz's 1,000th game, Furkey's 500, those kind of things, like really put it in perspective, and you see how long they've been doing it and how great of guys they are, for sure.
I don't want to go back to the injury too much, but what was it like in the middle of that time out for you personally, and then what was it like finally getting back, even though it was right in the middle of the playoffs?
Yeah, right away it was obviously tough, but as soon as I was able to start walking again and especially start skating again, all I could think about was getting back and how as quick as possible. That was really the only thing on my mind, and when I did get back, I was prepared. I had some help, obviously, with skating and conditioning and stuff like that with the staffs, and I came back and felt pretty good. So.
Is there any team or place that you enjoyed going most to? Did you like the rivalry with San Diego, close team? What about maybe Stockton, a tougher team? What was the team that maybe you got up to play against a little bit more?
Yeah, it's Stockton for me. I think we had some really good games against them this year. They had some really good games against us too. So every time we played them, that was just one of the teams that I just wanted to beat. And I think we played our best games against them too. So.
Yeah, some high-scoring games too. Those are probably pretty fun to be a part of.
Yeah, a little bit of a shootout.